Nagin, I want to get away from talking about Perseverance, the rover, and talk about Perseverance, the concept. Working at NASA, you've spent an immense amount of time working on those singular problems, problems that the average person outside of NASA might deem completely impossible. On a personal level, what has your career and personal life taught you about perseverance?
Perseverance is something that I feel like has been a part of my entire life. I started out, fortunately, with my mother supporting me in this desire to work in space exploration. But it's always hard when one of your parents is not so jazzed about it. And so I had to persevere. And I knew that at the time, I thought that NASA was made up mainly of scientists and engineers. And so getting a science degree, getting a STEM degree for me was hard. Math and science, I was decent at it in high school, but it did not come to me naturally. But I knew I wanted to work in space exploration. I knew I wanted this job at JPL eventually. So I had to work really hard to get through an engineering degree. Having an engineering background is one of the most versatile things you can do because then you can literally go anywhere from there. But for me, it was a challenge to work through how hard a science or engineering degree can be. And then I didn't have the means to go to college because the financial resources for that in my family were devoted to the boys. So I needed to find a way to get to Cornell University, which is where I wanted to go to school for engineering. And I also have a degree in psychology. And I was fortunate enough to get a chance to compete for an Air Force scholarship. And finding a pathway to that, the military and experience in the military is what allowed me to get an education and then get the background. I loved serving in the Air Force, duty honor country, go Air Force. And that gave me the background to then work at JPL. I've now been at JPL working on multiple missions for many years, and it continues to be a find a way to contribute. Every team needs different skills. On a personal level, very recently, I contracted Bell's palsy, and Bell's palsy is a temporary facial paralysis of part of your face. And most people recover inside of 1 year, and I'm in that year. And I thought, all right, this is a new problem. How do I teach my face how to be a face again? And it's the same concept. Do it anyway, persevere, find a way to work through whatever is your latest challenge. And so many of us are not, the perfect candidates for what we want to do. If we want to write a book, if we want to be an actress, if we want an actor, if you want to go into medicine, you may think, I don't have the exact qualifications, but I got to tell you, do it anyway. Do it anyway if that's what you feel passionate about, if that's what makes you feel like you're doing something with your life. It doesn't have to be perfect. Do it anyway.